Good morning, good day, good evening, and thank you for watching. I am Mike, the channel is Mike Fixed It, and like the intro says, I bring you videos about auto, home, and tech. Today's video will have a tech focus, specifically photography. Recently, a good friend asked me, "What's the point of your channel?" Great question, and I was a little bit stumped that the answer wasn't coming to me quicker. Well, I have lots of hobbies, and I love finding solutions to common problems and sharing my ideas. So that's a common theme throughout all my videos. But searching a little deeper, I have to confess that I love the photography, storytelling, and editing that goes into all of these shows. Part of the fun for me is acquiring and learning how to use new gear. These are my tools for storytelling. The cameras, microphones, and accessories are the whole story on some channels, but here I try to use them as the fabric and spice rather than the message itself. I believe that everyone has their own story, and the social channels are a fantastic place to share what you have to say. It warms my heart when my videos get lots of views, and it makes me smile when the tips I share help others. Well, today's video is meant to help in another form. It's meant to be encouragement, and by that I mean that every one of you watching videos on social should flip the script from time to time, and I'm encouraging you to make a video, tell a personal story, and share it with others. You don't need anything more fancy than a GoPro, a cell phone, or an all-around, all-in-one camera that's capable of shooting good quality video to start capturing topics that are interesting to you and sharing it with others. Whether you're a video newbie or you're already a content creator, I'm going to quickly share some of my favorite camera rigs, which I hope you will find, if nothing else, amusing. I've customized them for previous videos, and I hope to open your eyes to let you know that yes, you can accessorize just about any basic camera to give you uncommonly good results. I've started a camera and gear playlist that contains creative tips, hacks, and reviews, which I will link to down below, and I will scatter some clickable cards throughout this video so you can see those camera rigs in action. Let me just take you through some of these setups, and just you let me know what you think, and maybe this will inspire you to delve deeper into your quest for storytelling through photography. Now, first of all, when it comes to YouTube, everyone thinks of the good old GoPro. Now, this is my first GoPro. This is a Hero 6, and I used magnetic mounts, and I used suction cup mounts, and we stuck this onto the car for all kinds of cool angles, but that just wasn't enough, and so we kind of built out the GoPro, and we ended up, well, here's an example. This is a GoPro Hero 8, and I have this mounted in a cage, which is a nice rigid case, and it gives you a ring so you can attach lenses or filters to it. It also has a housing so you can insert the GoPro microphone adapter. Now in this case, I have the microphone adapter connected to the Rode Wireless Go receiver. Now this is a fantastic receiver. This lets me use this transmitter in the car, mount the GoPro, which right now I have on a carbon fiber extension tube, mount that using, this is one of my favorite mounts of all time. This is the Delkin Fat Gecko triple mount, and this thing sticks like crazy. If you're going to use something sort of heavy like this with a lightweight extension pole, you want to attach it with something that will give you a firm grip onto your car so you don't lose your camera on the road. And I'll put a link to some pretty cool video footage that was shot with this, the extension tube, and a GoPro camera. I'll put that right there. It'll be up there somewhere. You might not have a GoPro, but I'll bet you have a mobile phone. And the cameras in these phones are pretty good. I use a Ulanzi metal mount, and it securely clamps the phone. It has a cold shoe up at the top, and I use that to mount a shotgun mic. That works fantastic. And then I have this Manfrotto Pixie tripod, which I just swear by. This thing is solid. It has a little ball head. You can move it around, get your shot. And then when you want to go, the handles fold together nicely. It feels really good in the hand. Well, there you go. That's the cell phone on a metal phone mount with a cold shoe. This is an external microphone on a Manfrotto tripod. So if you want to move around like this, you can move around to your heart's content. When it is time to set up that studio shot, you set it up and there you are. You can get in the picture. So this is just a very basic phone mount. If you're going to get a phone mount, I recommend you get one made of metal. I'll put links to some of these products down below in the description. But they're inexpensive, they're well made, and they really give you a lot of flexibility when it comes to storytelling and capturing video using your cell phone. And I'm going to move on to one of my other favorite novelty cameras. I'm calling this a novelty camera. This is the Insta360 One X. Now this is the older generation. There's a newer generation of this, but this is a 360 camera, and let me tell you, I have had so much fun with this camera. Now, one of the cool things about this is it has an extendable selfie stick. So check this out. So you can attach this anywhere. Check this out. Well, hello. Welcome. I'm just going to walk around here. Hi. Look at that. Look at that. It's following me. No, is it following me? No, it is taking video in every direction at the exact same time. If you like taking something like this with you to get a totally different perspective on your storytelling, really, the Insta360 One, this camera is a fantastic, fun investment. Hey, did you notice that the selfie stick magically gets painted out of the picture? You can see the camera moving through space, but right now that camera is applying its steady shot algorithm and it is removing that selfie stick from the image. Basically looks like I've got a drone in here flying around, doesn't it? Well, this is the Insta360 One X, a 360 camera. Again, it is a novelty camera. If this is the only camera that you have, I would say no. But if you have a phone, if you have a GoPro, if you have an all-around, all-purpose camera, this is a great complement. It's small, it fits right in your pocket. Really, there's no excuse for not having a camera like this with you. So that's just an overview of some of the cameras and how I've adapted them to create content for my channel. I'm going to wind up this video by showing you my current favorite. This is my go-to camera. This is the Sony ZV-1, and I've been using it constantly. And like the title to the video says, I'm going to show you one accessory that completely transformed this camera into an all-purpose content beast. So here's what I like about the Sony camera, and if you don't have a camera that's a go-to and you want to upgrade your game a little bit, I highly recommend this camera, and I recommend this accessory. I absolutely love my Sony ZV-1. I love the articulated screen. I love the fact that it has a nice bright tally light that shows you when you're recording. It has a microphone input and a hot shoe, so you can use an external microphone. It's nice and compact, so you can take it with you very easily. But there's one thing that reliably drives me crazy about it. And that's, you can't access the battery door without taking it off of whatever tripod mount you have it on. This is an extremely small tripod mount, and yet you can't open the door. You actually have to take this camera off whatever mount you're using so you can open the door and get to the battery. You're going to want to have extra batteries because this camera does burn through batteries. But that's not a big deal. What is a big deal is it is a royal pain to get to that compartment because the tripod mount is so close to the battery door. So today we're going to try an accessory to solve that problem and also open up some new possibilities when it comes to mounting accessories, and that is the SmallRig Cage for the Sony ZV-1. So let's see what's inside. I've used SmallRig products before. I really like their combination of quality and price. Oh, this feels really great. All right, comes with an Allen key. And so here it is. And the premise is really simple. This clamps to the lens mounting ring, and it gives you a rubberized grip over here, and that feels really good. It gives you a whole bunch of 1/4-20 mounting points. 3, 4, wow, look at that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So many mounting points. Now this promises to give full access to the battery and the memory card while mounted on the camera. And so hopefully with all these other mounting points, we'll be able to put it on the tripod and not have to do a major unmount and remount every time we need to do a battery change. Take off my microphone. Okay, that's nice and loose. There we go. That is a very good fit. Okay, tighten this down. Now, I don't want to go too tight. I don't think it needs to be real tight, but then again, we don't want the camera popping out. So that feels pretty secure. So how does it feel? Well, right away, I like the grip. The ZV-1 always had this nice little thumb bump right there, and that made it very comfortable to hold right there. And now with this grip, really lets you curl your fingers around the front. And since this sticks out a little bit further, it kind of falls into my hand much nicer. Okay, so let's see, does the screen still articulate? Yes, it does. That comes out nicely, and of course I can reach all the buttons. The back hasn't changed. As you can see, it really stays away from the back of the camera. So on this side, can we articulate the screen? Yes, absolutely. See that dished cutout right there? That is so the screen can swing to its extremes. Nice. All right. Very well thought out. So that is no problem. Can we access our inputs? Yep. And at the moment of truth, will I be able to swap out a battery while this is on? Hey, look at that. Pop. There's my battery. We'll put in a new battery. Clicks into place. Close the door. Do the latch. And we are in business. This is exactly what I needed. Now, this adds a little bit of heft, but it really is not very heavy. Will this have any effect on mounting the microphone? That's perfect. The SmallRig people did their homework. It is not interfering at all with the cold shoe. All right, let's plug our microphone back in. Good, perfect. And now the final test is, let's return to the shop and see if we can mount it back on the tripod and see if we can then easily leave the tripod mount engaged while we're changing a battery. Let's give it a try. Now I just happen to be using a Manfrotto tripod, which has a very unique tripod mount, and it's probably one of the smallest mounts that I own. And it's just this little button that you screw onto the bottom of your camera, and it just goes on like that. And then to mount the camera on the tripod, it snaps in here, line it up, throw a lever, and your camera is mounted. So let's suppose I'm shooting now and I need to do a battery change. I'll lock my tripod, use the quick release, pop it off, flip that open, battery comes out, battery's out, new battery in, close it, lock the door, back on the tripod, flip the switch, and baby, we are back in business. So there it is. That's a first look at the SmallRig Cage for the Sony ZV-1. Hey, thanks very much for checking out the video. My name is Mike. The channel is Fixed It. If you found this helpful, give it a big thumbs up, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Be good, be well, and be safe. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye. I fixed it.